I grew up in a food kiosk. I'm a batty structure where we sold food. It was my Mama Nessie's food kiosk. And although I'm told that I am a spitting image of my dad, I am actually my mother's daughter to the bone. Everyone called her Mama Nessi. But Nessi was not her daughter. Nessi was her name. But people called her Mama Nessi because she was a mother to everyone. We shared her with everyone. She mothered everyone. But to us, she was just mom. She was our mom. In fact, my sisters and I, we called her Made. And Made, like any self-respecting Luo woman, loved to dress up in her African wear and look good. She had this thick black hair. She was yellow. She had a gap in her teeth. And when my Mama Nessi smiled, the room just lit up. That was my mom. We grew up in a typical Kenyan household where the mom is very busy all the time. My mom was busy. She would cook for people. There was a lot of love, a lot of warmth, many visitors. You know these visitors who are temporary and suddenly they are permanently in your house? We had so many of those. My mom was generous. She was also very generous with her discipline. We were beaten for anything and everything. There was no room for waywardness. She was very strict and would wonder, why is she strict like this? Other moms are not strict like this. I remember one day my sisters and I running to meet her when she came from work. We had red soil in our hair. We had decided we are red-haired musicians. Let's just say, we had the red soil beaten out of us. When I look back, I see why she was strict. Because people tell me that I'm also the disciplinarian with my children. My mom had this great career. She had risen up in the ranks as a company secretary, and she was doing well. In fact, in my teenage eyes, when I looked at her, she looked like this successful career woman. But she wanted more. She wanted different. She just wanted to be surrounded by family, by food. Because people would always say, for as long as I can remember, oh, Mama Nessi, you cook so well. Oh, Mama Nessi, your food is so nice. And my mom liked to cook, and she liked to feed people. In fact, some of these extras you see over here, I can tell you where they came from. So my Mama Nessi ditched her corporate job and went to start this food kiosk amongst great opposition. There was opposition from her friends. There was opposition from her workmates. There was opposition from her family. There was even opposition from her own husband. Because you see, my dad is this typical Jaluo man. And when you are a typical Jaluo man, your wife works in an office. A good office. She does not work in a food kiosk. But my mom, despite all this, ditched and ran off to follow her dreams. And I remember even then, this struck me as a really important thing. And right now, I've also ditched my corporate job for the last 15 years. And for the past 5 years, I am doing my own thing and following my dream. And I thank my mom for showing me that it's possible. It is possible. And our food kiosk ran like a well-oiled machine. The customer experience was great. My sisters and I were customer service ambassadors in this kiosk. We knew every customer by name. We knew what they wanted to eat. We knew when they wanted to eat it. We knew how they wanted to eat it. The customers, they loved it. They kept coming and coming. And these corporate types, because this food kiosk was in Upper Hill, community area, when they were going to be away, do you know they would come to our food kiosk to tell my mom, Mama Nessi, you know I'm going for a workshop. You will not see me until Tuesday. Mama Nessi, I'm traveling. I'm going to the village. I'll come back next month. And my sisters and I wondered, our food kiosk has become the HR department, where people are coming to report their whereabouts. But these were the great connections, the great relationships that my mom generated. And sometimes I wonder, if corporate Kenya ran like my mom's food kiosk, wouldn't this world be a better place? And it wasn't just like that for the customers. It was like that for the workers. They worked like this was their business. They worked like they owned it. So much so that the workers from the neighboring kiosks wanted to come and work for my mom. Some even for free. She just didn't have space to take all these people. I remember one morning, we reached the food kiosk, and Mantol, these names I'm telling you, Mantol. So Mantol is outside our food kiosk, busy splitting firewood, working very hard. And my mom asked him, Sasa? And he says, he was there to work for free. He just wanted to be part of this family. My mom was a magnet. This is how she gave and she shared love. But it wasn't always fun and games. We worked. My sisters and I wondered, are we going to toil in this food kiosk for the rest of our lives? But when I think about it now, that food kiosk gave me such a great work ethic. To be genuine around the people I'm working with, to work hard, work smart. It has taught me so many things, so many. I remember my university boyfriend at that time coming to visit, heading off to the back of the food kiosk, busy lifting heavy drums of water, working very hard, helping the head cook. The head cook was called Chiela. Now, how do I explain this name, Chiela? Chiela is the fryer. Yeah? The one who fries, the one who chielos. Yeah? This man would fry up things. When you eat them, your stomach just sings songs of redemption. So there is my boyfriend, busy helping Chiela cook ugali in a big pot. And I can see my mother nodding at him very approvingly. When your university boyfriend, who is pursuing a degree, is in your mother's smoky food kiosk, there is something there, isn't it? Yes. And I know you are wondering where this story went. It went there where you think it went. Right there. That is where it went. But come back. We are talking about my mother. What do I say? The success of my mother's food kiosk was not that it ran like a good business. No. The success of her food kiosk was the love that was shared in it, the joy that came out of it, the feeling of belonging that surrounded it, all generated by my mom. And so I'm asking you, when all is said and done, really, what are you creating? What are you generating? What are you sharing? Are you the source of love and of light in the lives of those around you? Are you? My Mama Nessi breathed life into every single thing she came across. But most unfortunately, she got diagnosed with stage 6 breast cancer, and she was given 6 months to live. And my Mama Nessi, being who she was, she said, "What? Breast cancer? What is that? I will not be put down by this thing." And she ran around doing her stuff as if she didn't have a single cancerous cell in her body. She just went about being her, doing her. And when the cancer got so bad, because you know stage 6 is very serious, and it had eaten at her lungs, my Mama Nessi ran around with an oxygen tank. Oxygen. To the bathroom with oxygen. To the market with oxygen. to visit people with oxygen, to work with oxygen. She ran around with an oxygen tank. And here we are, breathing unassisted. In fact, at the count of 3, let's breathe. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now tell me, when all is said and done, what excuse do we possibly have not to go and breathe life into whatever it is that we were created to do? Yes, we are living, we are breathing. We have absolutely no excuse but to just do that. Do that. And this, my Mama Nessi, who was given 6 months to live, she went ahead to live for 6 more years. It was an amazing 6 years. We laughed, we cried, we shared great conversations, we gossiped. You know, mamas and daughters, we gossiped. She spent so much time with my children. Do you know my children would call her Mama Nessi? Mama Nessi, Mama Nessi. My children were calling her Mama Nessi. That was the joy. She gave purposefully, she received purposefully in the remaining time that God had given her. I tell you, my people, when all is said and done, it is not about how long you live. It's about the impact that you have in the time that you have been given. That's what it is. And when she died, when my Mama Nessi died, imagine I never cried. I was so happy. I celebrated her life. I celebrated the joy she had brought into this world. I celebrated the impact she had had. And people asking, hiya, Caro, hiya. You're so happy. You're not sad that your mother has died. And I'm thinking, sad. Why would I be sad? When all said and done, I am the luckiest woman that ever walked the earth. For this to be my mom, for me to share time with her, I am so lucky. In fact, the word is not lucky, blessed. I am so blessed that this was my mom. Absolutely, totally blessed. I was born and raised by Nessi Atieno Omondi. She who defied all odds and all norms to go and chart her own path to destiny and to happiness. She who taught me to treat other human beings with courtesy, with dignity, and with respect, and to see them for who they really are, every single person, fearfully and wonderfully made. And she who taught me and demonstrated to me that wealth, true wealth and contentment is found in the hearts and in the smiles of others, and of course in their stomachs as well. Yeah. I'm eternally grateful that it was ordained that I be born of this woman and that I spend my life with her. I am so grateful. I am on my knees in gratitude. She's not even here anymore, but I'm on my knees thanking God for her. And when all is said and done, I ask you, who is on their knees for you in utter gratitude, saying, thank you, Father, for giving me this person? Who? Who is saying, I am so lucky, this is my sister. I am so lucky, this is my brother. Dear God, is this the boss you gave me? What an honor, what an honor. Who is on their knees in gratitude for you? Who is it? Who is it? Because when all is said and done, the legacy we live, the impact we have, the fulfillment of our purpose is found on the lips of others as they bend down in gratitude for your presence. When they are saying, thank you for being you. Thank you. Asante sana, sana. And so I commission you today to go out there into the world and really live a deep and meaningful legacy where other people are going to say of you, thank you so much, asante sana. Just like my Mama Nessi.